Shalom. Shalom. Uh, welcome back to the Roots in Hebrew. Shalom to Linda Cross. Something is going on my phone. Shalom to Monica. I'm glad you were able to make it in this morning. Good. All right. Okay. Well, let's see. Now, well, I seen it. I seen it earlier this morning. I seen that gold had hit 3,000. And then at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, the government is supposed to shut down today. That's what that's the word on the street now. Whether they're going to do it doesn't make any sense. You sound like I'm in trauma. Hmm. What about now? What do it sound like now, sister? I know I forgot I had my Bluetooth speaker on. I turn it. I usually turn it off. Alrighty. Yes. But you know, I come to find out something, and I did not realize how demonic this system is. And truthfully, I'm just trying to figure out. It's a system it's a system set up to be mocking Yahusha. We know that he lived for like 33 years. He was baptized at 30. And then at 33, the Romans, they took his life. Now, when this stuff started, when they was talking about this gold, and I did not know this. They talk about the address to where this, what do they call it? Where this gold supposed to be stored. I forgot the name of the place, but they said that the address of it is 33 Liberty. 33 Liberty Road or street or whatever. And it blew. Hold on. Sorry about that, but I'm back. But I'm coming to realize, they call themselves mocking because I know there's a 33-degree Masons and all that stuff. I mean, what I've been seeing, the devil does everything opposite. It would appear rather. He does things opposite of the Most High. Fort Knox. You're right. Fort Knox. And they said that the address, and I could be wrong now, that address for that is 33 Liberty Road. And this stuff here, I mean, the more we see this system crumble, the darker it gets for them, and the brighter we get. And so, yes, mm, we look forward, truthfully, we should be looking forward to the dark times in order for us to shine. Something will have to go, and someone else is coming. That's what we know. Now, it could be fearful to see these dark times right before our faces. And along with dark times is there's a disruption of a system that has always been in place. And don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters, we all pretty much got I ain't gonna say comfortable. I ain't gonna say, well, we learned to contend with it. That's what we did. Along with being contented, it's going to be a disruption in our daily routine. Now, like what? We're used to going to the grocery store. We used to getting out, going to work, make money to pay your bills. That's what we got used to. Shalom, Sister Cynthia. These are the things we got used to. Shalom, Sister Hazel. I'm glad you two were that you all that it was. I'm glad you was able to make it in today. I need to get me some water. Um, but these are the things we got used to. I ain't gonna necessarily say we got comfortable. For the vast majority of us, no. Um, it was not comfortable because trust and believe. As long as you're living on this planet Earth, some of us has experienced sickness, death. I mean, period. So it's just not necessarily going to say it's comfortable. We just managed to live through it because no matter when the world was living at its brightest time or the happiest times, we were not included. We was not included. Truthfully, it was not allowed for us to share in their mm, what they may say good times. We was not allowed, and we have proof to show that we don't have a crime bill. We are still in need of being saved. That's what we need. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that, brother. Somebody. But this is the times in which we're living in. We're recognizing it. We're seeing things now. The goal is at 3,000. And I'm just trying to figure out how much longer you think this dollar is going to last. I mean, what? Right now, this is what we need. I mean, these are the things this is how we pay our bills. But at the same time, we're going to have a disruption. Shalom, Brother Ricky Sims. We're going to have to have that disruption. We will not, this system and what we got accustomed to is this system and the way its money situation is set up is going to affect us. So truthfully, I think this is something we need to get used to, prepare ourselves. I don't want to sound so harsh, but There is a system that is collapsing, that is absolutely collapsing right before our faces, before our eyes. This is what's happening. Now, the thing is, I know brothers and sisters out there are trying their best to put themselves in a better light when it comes to the financial side. Eh, I would do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. But when it comes to it, this system or captivity, it got to go out. It got to be destroyed. It got to go through judgment. It got to go through it. And now, I mean, don't get me wrong now. The world, that's what they base everything upon. That their money. Now, whether this gold hitting 3,000, at 3,000 mark, and the reaction or I mean, it's it. I mean, I don't know too much about the currency and the strength and how things really, truthfully run. Now, this is what they're trying to bring in, and to bring in the digital coin. Hey, so be it. That's their decision. But one thing about it, though, like in the Book of Revelation, the Most High said, they're doing His will. They're carrying out his thoughts. They carrying out His thoughts. And so now, let's not get it. Hold on for a moment. So, what I am seeing and what I am looking at, mm, I don't think it's going to be well, at least for me. I'm gonna just have to speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody else. I don't think it's going to be an issue with us. Shalom, sister Pixie Dust. Truthfully, I do not. We we suffered a great deal. We suffered and we was disciplined at the same time. Then we was upon a curse. That's the thing. We was upon that curse. We was being disciplined at the same time, and we was also laced down with a great deal of hatred. And I'm not trying to pacify us. I'm not. The Most High did it for a legitimate reason, in order for us to appreciate the position that we are in. We are already in the position. We just got to be thankful and understand why we went through what we went through. Our forefathers, they didn't do that. They did not do it. Now, in this stage of what do you call it, the time of the end, the time of the end, this is where we're standing right now. We're standing right in it. And the world sees it. The world sees it also. They said no. They're anointed. They out there talking about these things. It got to get dark for this world. It got to. And we seeing the darkness. We're seeing the darkness. Now, a lot of this stuff on the YouTube, yeah, you have to, you got to go through that stuff with a fine comb. You just can't be listening to any and everything. Some of this stuff will take you somewhere down a street. No. Lead you off into a dark path that you wish that you never went down. That's the beauty of being, using discernment along with wisdom. We got to have that. We do know that The Most High allowed it, rather. He allowed it that, hey, there's a financial gap between blacks and whites. The world knows this. The world knows it. The world knew what it needed to do. They needed that in place in order to have a people in slavery. That's what they needed. And they did just that. They set their system up. So now, if you look at their system right now, you look at their system right now. Hello. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that. I tell you, I'm back, brothers. These last days, I tell you, there's so much stuff going on. It seems like everybody got an seem like every let me see, how can I put this? They have a measure of frustration just out in the air. There's a measure of frustration that's lingering around. If you just sit back and just look at people, and you go see that frustration. I'm hearing it from different people. I'm like, man, are you joking me? But these are the dark times to which we speak about. These are the dark times that we know. These dark times, mm, man, truthfully, um, this is going to be a massive destruction of this system of the United States. Truthfully, I'm serious. I'm seeing a great deal of arrogance, pride as to how it is being moved, how it is moving about, trying to get to that plateau of uh, what's that? Getting the name back. That is world power. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm noticing. Period. Off the top. And shoot, that stuff can be frustrating at times. I kid you not now. Let's not even get a misunderstanding about that. When people money start looking funny, they start to act, they act a certain way. And granted, yeah, I've been in that position before. I've been in that position before. When your money start running low, you're looking at your business, you tend to take your frustration out on the wrong person. And one thing I would say, I try my best to keep my attitude to myself. If I know something and it's just dealing with me, but majority of us, what do? We take that frustration out on someone else as if they did it to us and they didn't do nothing. But being mindful of it it brings in that wisdom because you know for a fact when you know you feeling a certain way, you feeling irritated, you try to keep that to yourself and you try your best not to push it out on no one else. That's what we do. That's what we try to do, rather. And don't get me wrong. Um, we all make mistakes, and we take it out on the people that we know and things of that nature. But this frustration that's in the air, this one, brothers. This is a totally different frustration. This frustration Well, let me break it down. Let me approach it this way. When the devil, when the devil sees things and he's seeing and understanding, his judgment is close. He's angry. His life is about to be turned upside down. That's what's about to happen to him. So now, with all the frustration and the stress that he is experiencing, hey, his system gonna feel the same thing. This is his system. And unfortunately, we're in we're part of his system. We haven't went to the wilderness yet. We still up under the devil's nose. And we feeling some of his frustration, some of his stress. That's what we are feeling. And it's affecting unfortunately, brothers and sisters, it comes downhill until the Most High say, hey, it's time for you all to go into the wilderness. Until that time, no, brothers and sisters, we're going to feel that on top of whatever, on top of the sickness, whatever, we're going to feel it. We're going to feel it. And if you want to talk about a generation that understands and seeing wickedness, demonic things, it's us. It's us. We feeling this stuff. We feeling all of it. This is the devil at his best. And his best is absolute wickedness. You're seeing what I was talking about yesterday, AI. Oh yeah, now, truthfully, brothers and sisters, I did not know that AI, that you can, like on your phone, have a conversation with this so-called intelligence. I did not know that until I seen the video. And I'm a firm believer. That thing ain't nothing but a Ouija board, digital. That's all it is. That's all I believe that thing is. But truthfully, if you took a Ouija board, brothers and sisters, and I'm just thinking that majority that you brothers and sisters know it. You know that. Hold on for a moment. You know that. That. Hey, I mean, I lost my thought. They see me. Hold on. Like I was saying, brothers, if you take that Ouija board and you brought it before you, brothers and sisters, right now. Yeah, the Ouija board. Thanks a lot, Sister Hazel. If you take the Ouija board and if we was all in a room and somebody walked in with a Ouija board, what would we do, brothers? What would you do if somebody walked in with a Ouija board? We would either leave or we go say, we don't get down that way. We're not trying to mess with that. We know what that Ouija board represents. The same thing, brothers. And you see how deceiving the devil is. Run, you're right. That's one thing. But hey, Gentiles, they play with that thing all the time. Whenever you've ever seen any movie that dealt with the Ouija board, who was playing with that thing? It was always Gentiles. You may have one black in there, but the majority of them, nah, they Gentiles. They play with that. They play with that stuff. We don't. So my point of saying it is, brothers, They call it, the devil is so smooth, so slick and cunning. They call it AI. Truthfully, brothers, this is just me. And that's going to be, everybody got their own, way of looking at things. I'm just looking at that AI and how it got started, and how it is moving so quickly. And I seriously believe it's all connected together. I seriously believe that. And that's the thing, brothers. I tell you, this Ouija board, this digital stuff, yeah, I think this is time for us to be really on guard with that. And my thing is to proceed cautiously. I mean, don't get me wrong, brothers. I mean, brothers, they using the AI to do biblical lectures. I got it. I mean, I understand it, and here you go. Hold on. And I understand it. I'm now you seeing movies. These people got this AI down pat to I seen a whole movie. And I had to look at the movie real closely. I said, man, this stuff is generated. It's AI generated. They made a whole movie using AI technology. Well, you know what? I'm telling you this, Sister Pixie. During these last days, they say it's a program, but even Elon Musk, he had some concerns about that. And he was telling these people, he's telling me, hey, it's this new system, this new internet system that's supposed to be coming online. And this stuff they saying it's so freaky fast and things. They talking about opening up some portals and stuff. The world is going to tell you so much. They're gonna say yes, it's a human program, but on top of that, Sister Pixie does. They making it like I was telling you, saying a couple of days ago. First, we had the telephone, the home telephone. We went from the home telephone to the cell phone. We went from the cell phone to the cell phone is the computer now. The cell phone has a GPS in it. Crafty, you're right. It's most definitely crafty how they bring these things out till we get accustomed to it. And then when you get accustomed to it, and then, oh, you're right. I'm sorry about that, Sister Hazel. You're right. I jumped over. When it came to the telephone, you're right, Sister Hazel. The beepers. Those beepers. Yeah, everybody had one. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the beepers. It was the telephone to the beepers. You get your number on the beeper. If it's a problem, they go put 911, call home, boom. Then from the beeper, it went to the cell phone. It went to the cell phone. And truthfully, if we want to go back to the beepers, they was really, what did that do? What did it do? It played with your patience. We didn't even see it. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say patience. There you go. Landlines, beepers, cordless phone. Oh, dadgum, I forgot about the cordless phone. I forgot. But do you brothers and sisters see this? Shalom, Sister Patricia. Do you not see this? All this stuff that is taking place, and we just sit back, and just go back in history and see how just on the communication side, just on the communication side, how we got accustomed to some things. And truthfully, AI has been more so through that line of communication. Now, they can call it artificial intelligence. Yeah, okay. Call it that. And this is what the world is saying. AI. But now you let it keep on going. We go start with the landline. Hmm. And I'm gonna show you how this system maneuvered our patience to zero, near about zero patience, to near about zero patience. Because you go with the landline, and then if somebody want to get in contact with you, they had to wait for you to get home. It was not an issue back in those days. Shalom, brother Robert. I'm glad you made it in today, brother. You waited till you got home. Then here come call waiting. That was a feature. And we had the answering machine. Nearby everybody had an answering machine. Nearby everybody had an answering machine. And they come home and they check their messages. And then, if they need to call somebody, they'll call them back. But truthfully, even though the answer machine was a good product, it was. It was playing with our patience. Now, let's move on. Because you got home, you got your message, then things of that nature, you call whoever you need to call and things of that nature. But then you're just moving on. Then came the beepers. If you really want to get in contact with somebody real quick, boom, there you go, beep them. So you waiting by the phone for somebody to give you a call back. If that person is a person, a timely, they're gonna call. That's how this is another thing, playing with your patience. Now we get into the cordless phone. You walking all over the house with the phone. You walking all over the house with the phone because you don't have that cord no more. Because if you brothers and sisters had that corded phone, we made sure that we had that long. Or some people, they stretched the cord out so long it would literally go from the kitchen to the front room. And sometimes it get all cord up. We just you take time out and you unravel the cord and plug it back in. A lot of us did that. Then came in the cordless. When you did the cordless, then came in with the cell phone. Now, this is where they fed it in a little bit more. Now, the corded phone, I'm gonna go back to the corded phone. That was an open invitation. And a lot of cordless phones, you chose with that phone to send your signal digital. Now, digital been out for a long time. So, if you had a cordless phone, brothers, back in the days, shalom, sister Kathy, if you had a cordless phone and you talking on your phone, brothers, do you all know that I can take a two-way radio, find your signal, and listen to your whole conversation? You can't hear me. I'm hearing you and the person that you're talking with. If you saying I'm going on vacation and so on so I'm gonna know when you go leave your house. That's how a lot of policemen was arresting drug dealers. They was on the cordless phone. Cordless phone. They had the radio. All they had to do is they had to be at least they could be a nice little piece away from your house to hear your conversation, but they had to be close to your location in order for them to catch that signal. So now this is the start of what you may call it. Hopping into your business, spying on you. Alrighty, call it however you want to call it. And then after that, the cordless phone came the cell phone. That cell phone, I tell you now, at first it was just a, just a phone. It was just that phone for you to call somebody and things. And then they said, "Hey, let's let's do a computer with this thing." The computer. If you want to talk about a computer, brothers and sisters, a lot of us is talking on it. That's the means of communication is by this thing in your right hand, that cell phone. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you just how they are into your. Ooh, I was just talking to my cousin yesterday, and he was talking about a guy who used to work with him. And they said, man, they so and so, and him and his brother, they knew this man. And they know the guy. He worked for my cousin. And he would say, man, I'm gonna go to the hospital. And he was telling my cousin, man, we're gonna get this business up and running. We gotta redo this here. We gonna hit this hard. He said, man, okay, but no problem. We'll go and get yourself checked out the doctor and everything. Then let me know what's going on. So some months went by. That's right. I forgot about the three-way calling system. You about right that. Yeah, you're right. Then some months went by, and they was like, man, I haven't heard from him. And so they was calling the hospital, and they was talking back and forth with him and everything for a moment, till it got to a point where the doctor said he's not able to speak. And so my cousin was like, okay, we'll call him back. Months went by, and he said, man, where's this guy at? Because now he's working for my cousin. And so both of my cousins, they was talking about this man. They said, man, what's going on with so and so, so and so, so and so? My cousin was just blown. He said, man, Mike, and we was calling out his name so much till boop, information popped up on his cell phone about this particular person. And he read it. And he said, and they were talking about, this person who was at the age of so and so died and so and so, so and so. He didn't pay nothing of it. He just thought, some type of ad. And then he went back to working and everything. And then he just started thinking, he's wait a minute. So he opened it up and he read it. He read everything. The fact that he was calling and mentioning this man's name and things of that nature, the phone pulled up the information on him and said, hey, yes, he died so and so, so and so. And I was like, man, he said, man, and then his brother came, he said, man, cuz he ain't lying. He said, this cell phone is nothing but a two-way radio. Whereas it's a two-way, but it's meant for some other people to be in your business. You can sit right here and talk about. Let me see. If you need a new refrigerator, trust and believe, brothers. They hearing everything you're saying. If you think you and your wife's having a conversation, it's private. No, it's not. If you got a cell phone by anywhere close to you, this is how the devil is getting in. That okay, Google and all that, Alexa. No, brothers and sisters, no. Once I got into that stuff and I started to see how it can be used against you and how it's being used against you. They're hearing everything that you're talking about. You want to go do this, you want to go do that. This is the streamline. This computer. They call it AI, but this stuff is absolutely, it's demonic. You start from that home phone and you go up to the communication up to this day. And then at the same time, what is they talking about doing now? What is they talking about doing now? What's the next thing? They already talking about the destruction of the cell phone. That's what they're talking about. Because now they're talking about this stuff all in your ear, behind your ear. You see how they moving? They're moving from a home line. Now they want to bring this technology into blending into your body. The Most High created each and every last one of us. If He deemed it necessary that there need to be a microphone in you, trust and believe, He would have put it there. But this is what the devil can't do. He's trying to figure out everybody. What is their needs? How can I, the devil, feed their flesh, continue to feed their flesh? And he's doing it. But I'm telling you now, you know what, Sister Kathy, we're gonna have to get into that. We're gonna have to, no matter what we're talking about. That's one thing we're gonna have to do. We're gonna eventually, you gotta start talking in codes. Because they listening to everything we're saying. And they're counteracting things. Whatever you talk, shoes. I was told by plenty of brothers and sisters. Mike, you talk about some things that are good ideas, but you do not need to be talking about things on the internet. They say you need to shut up and do things, keep things to yourself and go ahead and do them. They was not lying. They was not lying. It's like you got to if you get to a point and you got this great idea and you mapped it out, keep it to yourself, push it on out there. That's how we need to move. Yes, truthfully, we will have to get into a new way of communicating with brothers and sisters. Sister Pixie, I was thinking about the same thing. Hey, you remember back in the days, they had a what was it called? What was that? They made it. It was a movie that depicted, what was it called? Was it called The Green Book? The Green Book, where they were like, it was a book that was black hotels, black restaurants. You know, what's it called? The Green Book. I think it was called. Oh, The Green Book. Okay, there we go. Yes, our people that did that, but that was not a code book, but it was a book. Just let people of color know where they was located at for this or that, and we got to do the same. We got to get to the same thing of doing that, formulating something like that, because now the devil, the system, has streamlined communication. You niggas, and I'm gonna say this, are on a whole different level. The world wants to know what you're doing. They know who you are. You are those people in the Bible. They know, hey, these days, they worrying about that black Messiah. They're a tad bit too late. Well, I ain't gonna say a tad bit late. They just late, period. Because they was not going to stop it. But they can continue to hinder. And that's what they've been doing. And now, they near about just giving cell phones away. Why? Oh, it's a government cell phone. Ain't no governments. Yeah, okay. It's a government, all right. It's a government phone to keep tabs on you. That's what that's about. Now they're going to they taking the cell phone. The cell phone, it's gonna be the death of a cell phone. It is. Now, hey, you can move this mouse with your mind now. I seen that stuff, brothers and sisters. Shalom, brother Dave. I seen that stuff, and it was literally, I mean, from what I'm seeing, these people were moving the mouse with their minds. I don't need nothing like that in me. This is sad. I mean, it's very demonic to how this system is moving. And they telling you what they're trying to do. They even talking about how they can take a person's consciousness and they put them in the movies and they say they can take your consciousness and put it into a computer chip. Now you seen this what I'm saying, brothers. If you're looking at the home telephone and you coming up to this day and they telling you what they're trying to do to the human body, is that not demonic? Who's giving these people this type of technology or this information? And most definitely it's not the Most High who's doing it. So this is the reason why I say, oh man, what you talking about? Are you talking about Captain America? Oh my goodness, Brother Dave. Mm. And you know what, Brother Dave, on that one, they know what they're doing. Captain America got to be black now. They know exactly what to do. They know the people that they're trying their best to keep down, occupied, and dumbed down. They know exactly what they're doing. And all of this stuff, this here, I mean, I can't get over this from this home phone up to a cell phone, because now this is where we depend upon communication, because we all do not live close by one another. We don't. This is the best communication that we can have, but at the same time, they using it against us. Shalom, Sister Zenobia. They using this. They literally are using this stuff against us. I mean, what? You say the wrong things on YouTube? Oh, they got to ding you. This is what they're doing. So yes, there is a benefit, but no. But let me tell you something. There is a more of a con than the benefit. Because if you got your child, you got your wife, and they're going about, taking care of business or whatever, and something happen, yeah, you wants to be in contact with your family in an event of an emergency. Shalom, Sister Pinky D. But now here we are right now in this dark time. We got to start. Brothers, I'm serious. We got to come up with a bright idea. Seriously, we talk about a whole lot of different things, brothers. But we gonna have to stop talking. We gonna have to be really getting into it. It would appear it will be an impossible task, but not so much, because you need to communicate in order to understand what a person is saying. There has to be somebody on the other end, because right now it's like, how can you communicate and you stuck right there in the belly of the beast? How can you do this? Oh yeah, you're right. You can't be talking about a bright idea on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. You can't be doing it. All things are possible. But this is where we are right now. These people hearing everything we saying, typing, whatever. You claim to be Hebrew, you claim to be a Negro. Oh, you got the devil's attention. The moment you wake up, you got his attention. Period. You got it. Here you are. I tell you, brothers, it's a hold on. Boom. These are the things who I will say it's very concerning. It is very concerning to our survival. And if this stuff hit the, I mean, ain't no if, when it hits the fan, these are the concerns we have. How are we going to communicate? If a brother or a sister need help, how can we get to that person? That's what we have our concerns there. And it's going to be there until we come up with something. And I heard other brothers and sisters talk about the same thing we're talking about. How we gonna be able to communicate? Communication, I tell you, um, we will have to do it. I mean, it may be one person that come up with a great idea. It may be one person. They'll say, you know what, I'm gonna write out a code book myself, and they go do it. They go literally, hey, this word means this here, and when we say this here, this is what we mean. It has to be done. It has to be done. Um, in order for us to stay in communication with one another, and also to serve as a protection. Period. That's what we need to do. Because we've seen the advancement of what they want to call AI. Yeah, okay. We've seen the advancement, but at the same time, we still have to protect ourselves. We do. We do. Because it's going to get to a point. It's going to get to a point there. Hmm, I would say it will get shut down. And I would say mm, it's going to be a lot of fasting and prayer that has to be done. When the Most High, I'm gonna jump to this one here. When the Most High showed that brother in South Africa how to take static electricity out of the air to power a vehicle or a helicopter or a TV. I want you brothers to understand this. This young brother, that's the thing he said. He said the Most High told him what to do. You go back to his interviews and you see his interviews. That's all he said. The Most High he was giving me visions. And about every night he go to sleep. Boom, he had it. He came, he put it together. Maxwell, brother Maxwell. I can't pronounce his last name, Sister Cynthia. But let me do it this way. Thanks a lot, sis. That brother. Now, I want you brothers and sisters to take note of this. The brother said that he got that from the Most High. I heard him say it. The Most High gave me this information. Now, let's compare that to the fallen angels. They fell from their position in heaven, came down to earth, and caused a whole lot of mayhem, showing man how to unearth materials out of the earth. Shalom, Sister Van P. So now, and you take it from Enoch's time and you bring it up to now. Elon Musk was the top dog when it came down to electric vehicles, right? Oh, they put him on a pedestal. They did. Oh, he was the smartest man ever. The smartest. Now is all on some of the feeds, because they tried to take that brother's life 3 times from my account. They tried to take his life 3 times. Yes. And he, by the grace of the Most High, he escaped it. Just like the other brother, Ibrahim Torre. Same thing. But my point of saying, Shalom, Sister Tracy. I'm glad you made it in today. The thing I'm looking at is this. These wicked angels came down and showed man how to unearth those minerals. The Most High showed one person in a vision of what he need to do to get it out of the air, to get power out of this already out there. Why didn't these fallen angels know that, brothers and sisters? Why didn't these fallen angels know that? Now they talking about this man. They talking about this brother Maxwell. Talking about no, this it's all negative about what he put together. But yet and still they still selling the cars. They still selling the cars. Hold on for a moment, Sister Pixie. Let me see what you're saying. Wait a minute, hold on. You all heard about how someone from one of those countries infiltrated both three-letter agencies and said they got the Hebrew Israelites or anyone calling themselves Israelites on their watch. Shoot, sis, I mean, well, sis, let me tell you something. I'm guilty as sin if that's the case. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We are a people right now, truthfully, we are faithfully upset. That's what we are. I was gonna use another name, another word, but I'm gonna go with upset. We came to understand all of the mishaps, and they're not mishaps. We understand everything that happened to us. We understand that. Um, and right now we are at that point. Do what you think you need to do, and that's how we're standing up now. You seeing a whole lot more brothers and sisters putting it out there to who they are and why they left Christian religion. We're upset. We mad. And see now, yeah, I know. I mean, sister, what was that? I know when you said a three-letter. I'm just trying to. I know the people that you're talking about because they don't want you to be something. You know, you're Hebrew. No, no, no. I forgot it, sister. You forgot. You know what? You forgot to say black Hebrew Israelite. They got to put the black on there first. They got to go with that. That's what they got to go with first. They always, yeah, and Brother Dave is right. They always had their watch list. They always had it. And then no, and then at the same time, uh, this word woke, they want the world to go back to sleep. But guess who woke the world up? They did. They, Brother Dave, what? Look up Rex 84. Hmm. About to do that then. But that's the thing. No, yeah, they listen to everything. They listen to all of us and trust and believe. They got it mapped out. But at the same time, though, I will say this. I will say this. For all the brothers and sisters out there that get on YouTube and say what we say, hey, okay, I ain't mad at you. But they're going to get to a point They don't want to hear that no more. And at the same time, I mean, I'm looking at it. Um, all of the distractions, all of the distraction that they put out, they will get one big distraction. That um, it's going to take up their attention. For all of the distraction that they've been putting out, they're gonna get hit with one big one. And I seriously believe that's gonna be that hmm, that may be our exit because things are happening. They are literally crumbling from inside, and it's as if they don't care. Now, if you're looking at the book of Obadiah, I tell you, brother, when I say this, like the Most High said, hey, these other nations are going to come. This 10-toed beast, they want that. Oh, they want that power. Shalom, Sister Doreen. They want that power. And now what they're looking at the United States, and when that some pipeline got cut, and then the United States went on and fessed up and said they did it. I was like, well, dadgummit. Are you, I mean, what? They've been doing a lot of dirt. You know, they got the right person in power to say, hey, I'm cleaning up things. That's what he claimed he's doing now. That's what he claimed. We brothers, along with the communication and this, what can I say? Can I say spying, or whether you got a cell phone, brothers, or not? If you got a cell phone, if you have a cell phone, you have yeah, I'm gonna clean up what you want. And I tell you, brothers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. You know, my cousin came in and asked me about some stuff. But if any one of you brothers and sisters that can say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take up the time to do this here. I'm gonna come up with a book for us, a code book, because we're going to need it. Because if you in your house, if you have a home computer or a laptop or TV, and when I say TV, I ain't talking about the box screen TV, not the box. I mean, that's analog. I'm talking about one of these digital TVs. Your whole conversation is being recorded. Everything in your house is a recording device. Well, I ain't gonna say recorded, a listening device for them to listen in on you. That's what we're, brothers. We brought them into our homes. It was always been said a demon cannot come inside your house unless you invite him or it. That's what's been said. And brothers, you see how slyly they came in. They used what was a need to get inside. And now you look at AI. You look at AI. They're forcing themselves. It's literally saying, "Hey, I want to get inside your. I want to get inside your business, or what? I mean, see what you know, whatever he can get out of you." He slyly came in. Use something that you needed just to get himself in there, and he's in it now. Hey, it's as if you're left with this question: what am I going to do now? I know I need communication. I know I need this. This is one thing we do know. This is one thing we do know, because anything can happen to our kids, our family members outside of our presence. But now, if you brothers and sisters had this, mm, had this, had this, if you had your brothers and sisters, all of you all surrounded, you had your brothers, you had your sisters, you had your in-laws, everything. Y'all living in one community. One community. A cell phone. I tell you the truth, these last days. Oh, I tell you, like I was saying, brothers, I'm sorry about that. Um, the devil has sneakily worked themselves somewhat into our lives. That's what he did. And then he used communication and still is. Now, but like I was saying, if you had a community where you living amongst your family, no, communication would not be a problem because you living right, you seeing everybody. If there's somebody, you walk up to their house or whatever, you talk to them, boom, you going about your business. But here we are. You have brothers and sisters saying, I want to get out here and I want to go to Africa. Now, brothers and sisters, truthfully, if you had that privilege where you have your kids living in the same community, they may be a mile away from you, but you have your parents, you have everybody that's in blood kin to you. No, communication would not be an issue for you when it comes down to the electronic side of it. That would not be a problem with you because everybody that is concerning to you lives in your community. That's what can be a strong possibility. Because when it's all over said and done, it's going to happen that way, truthfully, brothers and sisters. And with this exodus or gathering, we're going to be put in a position where we're going to have it. I'm not going to say that there will not be no cell phones and things of that nature. I can't say that. But I can say this, though. This brother Maxwell, he knows. Elon Musk knows. Trump them know. All of them know. What this brother got now, he built a power box. When you have a power box that's pulling out static electricity, brothers and sisters, where do you think your communications come from? And if that brother or somebody else come in and say, brother, we can do our own data center, they're not connected to it. When I say they, I'm talking about the Gentiles. That's the fear. They know how deep that system, that brother, that the Most High gave him, they know, oh, that's something that they cannot even fathom. They understand it to a degree, but you want to get into the depth of it? No, they hemmed up. They are literally hemmed up because that brother, if he got the system, he get into the data side of it. Now, we know of their data system deals with O's and ones. They don't even have the foggiest idea of how the Most High gave this brother Maxwell and how far it can go. Yes, they scared. They should be scared. The Most High showed his servant how to take it out of the air. Take it out of the air. The static electricity, this is how you can do it. Why didn't the Most High show him how to take it from the earth, brothers? The Most High is, ooh, when he say he's holy, he is absolutely that. He's every last bit of it. The fallen ones, they went straight into the earth. That's what they went. The Most High gave this man, he gave him that, gave him the knowledge how to take it out of the air. That brother built that box. Brothers and sisters, yes. That box, you got a car that does not need a charge. Now you just take that same box that's motoring that vehicle. You take that same box, put it on the side of somebody's house. There go your electric bill. No more. That brother is a threat to Satan's system. His knowledge that the Most High gave him, and the Most High is protecting him. They are very concerned. Yes, Sister Pixie, they watching us by means of a TV, cell phone, and whatever device out there that's electronic. What's it? What do they call it? I don't even know what they call it. The watch that's connected to your phone. It's I mean, what? They wants to be inside of everything to hear what you're thinking, doing. China is laid down with that little, got that system, the cameras all over the place. I'm serious. They got cameras all over the place and got an AI system that's working, that's running any and everything. Brothers and sisters, do you not see something wrong with that? That's what they have. Now, Trump talking about a $500 billion project for AI. Smartwatch. All right. You know what? Let me take this is a Pixie. The watch is not smart. The cell phone is you remember back in the days they were all saying a smartphone? I'm gonna give me a smartphone. I'm gonna give me a smartphone. Who deemed that thing to be smart? The Gentiles. They gotta feed the ego now. They got to feed that. They got to do it. I mean, if you look at the movies, brothers and sisters, they got to make like they're the ones who's solving a problem. They got to be the heroes. That's what they're showing. They want the world to make like they're smart. Everything about the media, they're trying their best to push their narrative out there. Oh, we some smart people. Oh, we some gorgeous people. Look at my long blonde hair. Oh, look at my red cheeks. I tell you, it's I seriously believe this, that we will get to a point where a lot of this stuff is going to be ripped away from us. He's going to get it. I seriously believe that one day, Brother Maxwell, he's going to come up with his own line of communication. He's going to come up with it. He's going to come up with it. He got the power box. All he got, everything else, brothers and sisters, I mean, hey, to whatever he programs, or you get what do you think a lot of your what do they call them? What do you call these guys? IT people. A great majority of them are located in Nigeria and in South Africa. That's where a lot of our brothers, and then you have some here. I mean, you still have a lot here in the United States. Ooh, yes. When it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, um, they listening to everything we say and do. You come up with a if you come up with a an idea and you're using the computer, trust and believe they're seeing it too. They are seeing it. You can sit up and say you go do that like protected or whatever. They seeing it. They know what you're working on. The devil wants to be in your business. Israel, it's you. He had to come in and listen to everything that you're saying and doing because he's taking notes. He's taking notes. And with his notes, hey, he's making preparation. The devil is he's very demonic. The devil is preparing for his abyssing. He is preparing for the time when he will be inactive. He's preparing for that. When I say he's preparing, brothers, we got the cell phones. We have all of this stuff here. He allowed for this stuff to come out. And then once we come out of captivity, some of us will try our best to get back to Babylon because because his system, he got us content with some of the things we're used to. And so just like our forefathers in Egypt, they wanted to go back to captivity. That's what they were saying. They didn't say captivity in so many words. They was up under the assumption they're going back to Egypt to have the good things, but didn't mention the captivity. See, that's the thing. We're gonna be put right back in that same predicament, and he's preparing for it. Like I said, he's preparing for his abyssing. He's preparing for some contention while we are in the wilderness, away from the devil. That's what he's doing. Yeah, it's stressful for him or whatever the situation may be, because we feel in the stress of him. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-mm. Ooh, let me tell you something, sis. I think they're going around the nation, sis. I think it's this stuff is on a whole nother level. Shalom, we got next. I tell you, like I said, they got us upset. We woke up. We woke up, and we are enjoying it. At the same time, yeah, we've been bombarded with some things. We are, but we know who we are. We know, hey, our laws are not done away with. We're back into our laws. Man got his laws, and they're trying their best to say, hey, you can't do this, you can't do it. That's man's law. Their laws are always flawed. Always. They can change their laws at the drop of a dime. That's what they're doing. They've been practicing that since they became a nation. And it was only set for themselves. No. Mm-mm. And then at the same time, I would say this to Sister Zenobia and to the rest of brothers and sisters. Why us? Why us? These 40s, 50s, and 60-year-olds. Why us? We woke. And we woke up we woke up like with a vengeance. We came through the 90s. We seen some of the dumb stuff we did. When we woke up, we were like, wait, whoa, we're the people? and we hitting it hard. And a whole lot more brothers and sisters are waking up to that. That's one thing we're doing. We woke, we hidden. And you want to talk about a people wrapped up into worship? Oh my goodness. Now Satan is upset. We're no longer blinded by Christianity. We're no longer blinded with Islam or any type of religion. We know where our worship goes and to whom. That's one thing we do know. And he's highly upset. He did not want that to happen. Yeah, you will have family members that's going to talk about it and think until they until they are awakened. And it may take this world. It may take this world to really hop into them. They may have to get burned a little bit, brothers and sisters. This is what they're accustomed to. This is what they're used to. And so if the Most High have to burn them a little bit, so be it. If they got to be burned just to wake up, so I mean, hey, it'll heal. It will heal. The world is absolutely upset that we woke up. We're looking at these scriptures. We're going into the apocryphers, stuff they took out to keep us asleep. That's what they did. Do y'all brothers and sisters remember this song? What was that? What was it? I think his name was James Ingram. I think that was his name. You gonna be there? That's the name of the song. But I think it was Ya Obier. I forgot the title of the song. But brothers and sisters, truthfully, I did not know. I mean, I liked the song. I remember the song, and I remember back in the 90s. Yeah, they was playing that song a lot. And then just one day I was flipping through my phone playing music, and I said, and I read the title, said, and then I went to another song. What's your sister's name? Oh, I forgot the name of that. I gotta look it up. I have to look it up to get the name of this other group. But there were some brothers and sisters out there back in the 90s and the 80s that knew. But it was just not that time for the Most High to really awaken his people. Because I tell you, truthfully, when it comes to 40, 50, 60-year-olds, no, that's kind of a mass awakening to me. There you go. Thanks a lot, Sister Tracy. Sister, I kid you not. And like I said, I was just listening to music, and I said, man, you mean to tell me it's been there all this time? Never knew it. Never knew it. And so when you start looking at these things, it was I just wish this like on the tip of my tongue. I think it was the Jones Girls, Nice in Egypt. James Ingram. Oh, James Ingram. Yeah. It was two of them, and Michael McDonald. I didn't know. I did not know this. Yeah, I mean, there you go, sister. There you go. It was a seed that was planted. And now we woke. We hitting this stuff. We looking at brothers and sisters who knew this stuff a while ago. And now you're starting to grab all of this. You're starting to grab all of this. And now, boom. And there was another one. I posted this. I did a post on him on this channel. It's this brother, but he has the name of his song is Yahushua Hamashiach. That's the name of his song. Real nice song. Real nice song. Wait a minute, with the Bee Gees. No. It wasn't the Bee Gees. It was James Ingram. James Ingram, and I didn't know Michael McDonald was in that. Oh, that was, I know it was in the 80s. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they Sister Tracy is on it. Good night. That's it. Uh, Nice in Egypt, the Jones Girl. Yeah. And you brothers and sisters, y'all listen to it. You listen to it, and on one of the it's a certain one, and it while they're singing, the the lyrics comes on the screen. I'm telling you, all this stuff here was seeds that was planted, and now everything is sprouting. Everything is sprouting. There's nothing that the devil can. It's like his hands is tied now. Only thing he can do is cause disruption. That's all he can do right now. Is cause disruption and conflict. That's all he can do right now. Of course, his days are numbered. His days are numbered. And it's time for us, brothers, to stay alert, to be vigilant. This here, we have some work that needs to be done. That's one thing we have to do. We have to stay alert and vigilant because I understand what these brothers are saying. They want to get up out of here. I am on the same totem pole, but I do have some concerns about other brothers and sisters, and that's the way we should be. You know, we probably can do it on a personal level, but there's a concern that I mean, it has to be there for your brothers and sisters because we are all connected. We are all one, and the more we continue to view ourselves as one, the more we're going to be concerned for our brothers and sisters across the board. Across the board. Because it seems, now it just seems to me that majority of brothers and sisters that's out there talking and showing their, let's call it frustration, and showing their devoutness. Um, and I could be saying this out of bias, but it appears to be African Americans. Because here we are in the belly of the beast. That's what we right here up under the devil's nose, and we catching it too. I mean, you want to call it catching hell? Call it. We getting it straight from the devil. That's what we're getting. All of this mayhem and information trying to get inside what we're doing, what we are thinking. Why is it we are so important to the world? They know why. They know why we are so important. They know why they got to get into your business. They got to keep you occupied mentally, especially spiritually occupied. They got to have you somewhat. They want to keep you. They want to keep us just downright dumb and numb to anything that's going on. I tell you, these times in which we're living in are very special, and they're going to get a whole lot more complicated for them. It's going to get complicated for them, and it's already started. They have this mentality that, hey, we go, this is what they want to bring in is a digital currency. And if they feeling so strong, hey, it may be the Most High who's giving them that false impression. What the Most High told Moses, Pharaoh, he's only alive because I deemed it necessary so that I can show my power, not just only to Israel, but also to his people and to him. That's the only reason he was up. He kept him alive. That was it. And so now the same thing is happening right down to this very day. You got a you got a satanic system that has been governed by the devil himself. That's what you have. And the Most High, hey, he kept them alive because the Most High is going to show his hand. He's going to show his hand. And that's going to be a time where I think the Exodus is going to be one of the brothers. I think this Exodus, this grand Exodus, is going to be a blow. It's going. Well, I already know it's going to be a blow, but to have an understanding, the depth of the gravity of an Exodus of a people globally, globally. Woo, mm, the world will have to stop and stand still and witness all of this. All of these people from the four corners of the earth going back to their own land. Is it? The world will have to see this. They're gonna have to process that. Now, hold that thought just for a moment. Now, let's fall back over to Brother Maxwell. Let's fall back onto Brother Abraham Torrey. Is it the Most High who's using him to infiltrate in other brothers and sisters' heads? Hey, we need to welcome back our brothers and sisters. Are they not talking about this? African Americans, come home. They put it in the air. This brother here come up with this invention. Come on now. The Most High is moving. And when we start thinking about things and we know where we're at, we know we are in captivity. That's one thing we do know. If you brothers and sisters said we need to come up with a code book because we know that everything about us is being monitored. Everything about us is being monitored. And let's take that knowledge. Let's take that knowledge and use it for our benefit. We know they're listening to everything we say and do. What? we built this stuff. We built this stuff and they using it against us. Can you imagine that? We built this stuff and they're using it against us to keep us in captivity, to keep us faithless, to misdirect our I'm trying looking for the word, contentment. See, we getting contented here. We getting complacent here. I mean, some of our brothers. That's what he did. And he's trying his best to use it to get us so wrapped up in this. A black American, a black, what do they call it? I mean, Captain America. Yeah, I know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to stir up dirt. They're trying to stir up hate, fighting. That's what the world is trying to do. That's what Satan is doing. That's what he's doing. If I can't have the Israelites, no one can. That's what Satan is saying. If I cannot have these if I can't have these Yahudims, nobody can. He's suicidal, but still want to live. That's the system in which we're living. He's seeing, he's noticing, hey, something is about to be turned up. That's what he's saying. This is where we stand, brothers. We must maintain our integrity to the Most High. We must maintain our integrity to the Most High. He woke us up. Yeah, there's a lot of things that's working seemingly against us. Seemingly against us. But when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, we will be glorified, magnified, and we will be set apart physically from the nations. That's what's about to happen. That's the fear that the world have. All the thievery that's been going on for all these years. Let's just say thievery. Let's just go back to 70 CE. Let's just go back to 70 CE. This is what the world has been doing since then. When the Romans came in and destroyed our home, alrighty, they did it and they stole, and they've been stealing ever since. Now, brothers and sisters, can you imagine that one day their system is going to collapse? Well, we can go in there, we can both just go in there and just ravage that system and take back things that belong to us. And trust and believe, I can almost guarantee they got some stuff in that basement that absolutely Britain, all these nations went in and took artifacts that belongs to us. We're going to go back in and we're going to take our stuff back. It's going to happen. There you go. We need a certain time in the day when we all, with one voice, praise Yah out loud, wherever we are. You're right, Sister Zenobia. I tell you. I haven't deleted any. What do you mean, Sister Sister Kathy? Something happening with your system or something? Sister, I tell you, for real? Sis, let me tell you something. There's some crazy stuff going on with my stuff too now. Um, no, you got shoot, who own it? Who own YouTube? I mean, shucks. Same people that enslaved us. And like I said, they like I said, brothers, they listening to us. I mean, we call them, what do we call them? You call them trolls. There are people that's paid to listen. There are people that's paid to listen. I tell you, brothers, whew, it's going to get a lot more deeper. It's going to. It's going to get a whole lot more deeper. It's going to get a lot more intense. So we're gonna be forced to say, you know what? We're going to have to come up with something. We're gonna have to come up with something. I don't care if it's a notebook, green book, or maybe a Yahoo Dean book. I don't know. But it seems like we're gonna have to come up with some communication because we're starting to see it's becoming more of an issue now. Because now, still, they have a power over us when it comes to communication. Although there were some of our forefathers who created this, like I said, they lie, cheat, and steal, and kill. That's their get up. They lie, they steal, they stole. And about everything they claim they doing, they stole it from our people. And then the devil comes in, say, you know what? I'm gonna show you how to enhance that. That's what the devil did. The fallen angels are alive and kicking right down to this very day, and they're showing them what they need to do. The brother I was telling you all that did the little interview with, he did an interview with AI. That's what he did. And then on top of that, there was a Gentile, and he was saying that he was doing something with AI. He was doing something with AI. Amen. He was doing something with AI, but he left it on. He walked away from. But his son, and he said, "No, AI is of the fault." That's when that Gentile realized. He said, "No, these are the fallen angels." Because what that AI was saying to that little boy, it was cryptic. It was cryptic. And I'm gonna see can I pull that video up. I'm gonna see can I pull that video up. Cause see now, the devil knows his time is short. So now he wants to show himself. He want his people, he want people to show him some allegiance. He want you, Israel. He wants you. The main one he wanted was Yahusha. He was the main one that he wanted. He said, no, I give you all of this if you're doing a simple act of worship to me. That's what he wanted. He wanted Yahusha. He said, well, I can't get him now. Uh, he's out of reach. Now, here you are, here we are. He's trying to get as many of you, many of us, to follow him. That's what he's doing. He's in a mad dash to do that. He's in a mad dash. He's in a mad dash. Now, when it comes to Sister Kathy, the phone system, yeah, please, you'll be surprised how you'll be surprised how simple you can make a phone line. I mean, you like let's just say for instance, you have your own community. All it, all it's gonna take is a 9-volt battery, a 9-volt battery, and tip and ring. There's a simple way to make a phone. I'm telling you, tip and ring, 2 wires with a 9-volt battery. Get a phone, boom, you on. If you're in a community, I would say, let's just say you live in a community, 300 people. Yeah, you can put your own wires up or high up, but I'm looking at it differently because the brother Maxwell, what he has, that power bank, I'm quite sure you can pull data from it. The Most High showed him. Now all we have to do is sit down and put our heads together. We have brothers, sisters. We have our system. We have a system that's on that continent that's scaring these Gentiles. You seeing leaders? No, you cannot come in here and take our minerals no longer. Who do you think these brothers are talking to? You thinking they're talking to Gentiles? They're talking to the devil. Satan needs those minerals to get his system up and running. What you gonna do? You think he'll come in and take it again? The devil needs those minerals off of that continent. And at the same time, turn around and then want you in slavery. He don't want to release you. He do not want to release you from captivity. The moment you come out of captivity, brothers, you ever heard of dead man walking? That's his. It's gonna be his plight. That's going to be his plight. This is it. This is where we stand. This is why we have to make our stand. We have things already, brothers, in place. It may not look like it's a whole lot, but just let's just take this a little bit further. Let's go a little bit further with this, brothers. They have man has all of these waterfalls. The waterfall, it produces electricity, right? Do you not understand how simple the Most High can make things? Man, oh, they got this big bulky thing here. And at the same time, they control the power because it has money behind it for the powers that be. They want this money to continue to come in. This brother said right here, when the Most High gave him that power, the knowledge of how to use static electricity. He's a threat. No, he's not a threat. They really truthfully saying the Most High is a threat. That's what they're saying. Because the Most High is going to show his people. And he's showing us. Hey, the Most High, I gave you this here. When the fallen ones told you, hey, told the world, dig into the earth. Hey, this is how you split this root. This is how you get this material. Why didn't the fallen angels go down there and get it themselves? But now they come to realize, oh, they need more of this. They wants to be in tune with the flesh. This is what they want. Now, mind you, these angels came down from heaven and did these things, diabolical things, messing with animals, with the women, having babies. They did these things. Brothers, let's not underestimate Enoch's time. His time is in our time. That's one thing we have to realize. We got to keep that like first and foremost in front of us on a daily basis. We need to keep that up in front of us. The demon activity is ramping up a lot more. It's ramping up. The hatred, what's going on between these political parties. Oh, if you want to talk about a great divide, there is a division out there. It is. And some of our people are caught up in that nonsense too. They caught up in this political rant. Truthfully, it is not none of our business. We're on the rise. We're on the rise. And truthfully, brothers and sisters, you're going to see a lot more brothers and sisters come up with different inventions on that continent. You're going to see brothers and sisters leave the United States, go to Africa, come up with some things, inventions, and you're going to start seeing it a lot more. And then you're going to start seeing it a little bit more. Then you're going to be a lot more. You're going to see, you will literally see us separating ourselves from other nations until the Most High say, you know, it's enough. Boom, put my people back on their land. It's going to come to a time where the Most High, nope, send my people back. Shalom, brother Yah Saint. That's what we're seeing. That's what we are literally witnessing. Yeah, they'll show us all the bad stuff and everything about Africa. Bump them. We know how they get down. We know how they are trying to message Africa. But truthfully, and then even though you may have brothers who say, oh, this is the reason why I left. No, you don't see that too much now. Because usually when brothers have a bad experience and they go back a second or third time, no, they go back with a vengeance then. They go back fully equipped. Fully equipped. They're not trying to make that same mistake. They go with a different perspective. They know exactly how to attack it. If y'all talk to Brother Rick, I'll tell you. Brother Rick, I'll tell you. He was in Tanzania. He said, no, He said he enjoyed it because it taught him something, and that's what I got out of it too. I learned something from Tanzania. But if you can make it in Tanzania, I don't care. Ooh, please, you can make it anywhere in Africa because you have a principality there. We still, I mean, long we still up under Satan's nose, brothers. We're going to have those principalities that's going to put stumbling blocks there. They're going to do that. There was one group, they said, went over there, they came over with a lot of money or whatever, and they fell apart. The devil is going to try his best to disrupt you. But when we get into fasting and prayer, oh no, we coming up, we know exactly how we need to do it. We know exactly how we need to do it, and we're going to maintain that. That's what we're doing. That's our mentality. Because when it's all over said and done, we doing things to glorify the Most High. Put that respect back on His name, and that respect, it has to come from Israel first and foremost. It got to come from us. And if we can't do it, hey, the world will not exist, brothers. If we don't do it, the world will not exist. That's it. We're done. We're done for. But we're showing the Most High exactly who we are and what we want to do for His glory. We don't teach that the laws are done away with. We don't believe it. We don't even feed into it. We know that the world came in, took our book, and branched off and making themselves an entity, a religious entity, based off our book. Based off of our book. That's what they did. Brothers, we're on a whole different, this is a whole different ball game. When you're starting seeing more and more brothers and sisters going to Africa, no, they going there on a mission. And that mission is not going to take no 10, 20 years to get done. The Most High said He's going to speed it up. You're going to see brothers and sisters go there, do something, and they're going to turn around real quick. The only people that's slowing you down is the people that hate you. That's the only one that's slowing you down because what? Like I said, they listen to everything we saying and what we talking about doing. They listening to it. All right, how can we put a barrier up against this person here? He wants to go there. He wants to do this here and do that. All right, affect their money first. Affect their money. All right, this person own that company. Okay, but he's saying he's an Israelite and he has a company. All right, what is the company worth? This is what these are what the spies is looking at. This is what the spies are hearing and saying. They're trying to analyze everything about your life in order for them to affect it. Because they know, all right, you give these Israelites an inch, they're gonna turn it into a mile. Instantly. They know the power that we have, and they know the Elohim we worship. They know this. And they're trying their best to hold us down. No, but we're not trying to be held down. The threat of taking somebody out, no, that stuff don't phase us no more. It doesn't phase us. We're keeping it moving. And we're doing it for the glorification of the Most High. That's what we're doing. We are some intelligent people. Smart. There's a fear that they are eating, drinking, and getting a suntan off of it at the same time. This is what the world is doing. You are so important, brothers. You are so important, sisters. to the Most High. You are important. We are important to the world. Truthfully, we are. We are very important to them because they know for a fact if they don't turn around and repent, they will get hemmed up. But they don't want to repent. They do not want to repent. They want to keep things the way it is. It's us that's getting up and brushing off the dirt. They want us back in the dirt. So now, if somebody wants you in the dirt, there's a measure of hatred that's going to be between the two groups. But the Most High said it was already going to be there. He said that back in Genesis. He said that, hey, there's going to be enmity between these two seeds, and that hatred is still here. It's still here. The one we have, hey, when you lifting yourself up, you got this person that got his foot on the back of your back, but you're grabbing it now. If you know, have you ever seen some people fighting and somebody kick their leg and they catch their leg? It's the person that's holding their leg knows, oh yeah, I got you now. I got you now. Because it's difficult for you to balance yourself on that one leg. Yeah, you may have a person that may try to throw around and try to kick it around, but if you got that leg, in your hand, they hemmed up. They are literally hemmed up. I tell you, that's where we're standing at right now. We have that one leg. We have that one leg. The world is recognizing that, Israel. The world is recognizing that. You got some of these Gentiles around here apologizing. Even when it comes to the political nonsense, black people tried to tell us, black people tried to tell us this. I mean, what? It's happening. It is absolutely happening. Brothers, we're on the move. Brothers and sisters are making moves. They're trying to go there and do things for the benefit of all of us. That's what we were trying to do. And it's going to get done. The Most High is going to bless it. His great name is attached to it. His great name is attached to it. We got to continue to throw blows. Blows we throw them back. Throw them back. Give it back to them. We must rise, and this is a birthing of a nation. There's going to be bumps and bruises. And now we saying we want to put the respect back on the Most High's name. Yeah, we go, brothers. Yes, we gonna get black. And you thought they did what they did to Yahushua was bad. We got to go through the same things. Bloodied up, swollen eye, big lips, all of it. We're taking it. But this is the birthing of a nation. Everything that Yahushua went through, brothers and sisters, y'all the Houdins, we got to go through the same thing. They lied on him. They lying on us. The same thing. We got to go through it. Period. These are special times, brothers. These are special times. Hold on. Wait a minute. Sister, wait a minute. Sister Zenobia, you live in you in Wisconsin. Somebody said they was in Illinois. Sister Linda, she's in Michigan. Okay. But yeah. But brothers and sisters, I mean, for any of you brothers and sisters that have the time, the knowledge, or whatever. Let's start putting some stuff together. Communication. I mean, now, Sister E, the Goshen Project. Yes. Um, let's be mindful of that, brothers and sisters. If you all can come in on that, this Sunday at 4:30, come. Let's sit down. Let's talk, and let's see what we can come up with. If y'all brothers, if you brothers and sisters think that what Brother Maxwell came, what the Most High gave him, come on now. What makes you think that he's the Most High can just go stop with him? All we got to do is start putting our heads together. The Most High is going to put it into us. Whoever that individual is, that's going to say, "Hey, you know what? Shalom, Brother Eric. I'm glad you made it in today." I tell you, we can do these things. We sit down, we talk, and the Most High, I tell you, brothers and sisters, He talks to us by means of our thoughts. Listen to Him. You may think it's a dumb idea. It's not dumb, or it's impossible. It's not impossible. When you talk about this is who your Elohim is. The only thing that's impossible is for him to lie. Everything else is possible. Oh yeah, you know it's just, yeah, that's true. And this goes out to the brothers. For the brothers, I mean, listen to me, brothers, sisters. The devil, and this is not to sit up and pacify brothers. It's not. The devil has used our brothers. I mean, he stepped on a lot of them neck and broke their necks. He came in, and yes, the sisters was forced to take up a position in the man's role, in the man's place, rather. The devil knew exactly what to do. He needed to break that man. He needed to break. Now, what he did with Adam and Eve, he thought he was done. No, he was not done. When the Most High streamlined that bloodline to come up with Israel, the devil knew, wait a minute, I done broke Adam and Eve. Now I got to go back over here and break these people here. And he's been busy ever since. He's been busy. That's what he did. So now, yes, he's trying his best to break. Well, he's doing it. Well, he has done it. Put it that way. He has done. He broke a lot of our brothers. He did. But brothers, now is this time, because like I said, I'm telling you, when you look at this generation, these 40-year-olds, these 50-year-olds, and these 60-year-olds, why did Most High take out these and wake us up? What? I go on to this YouTube and I look at the numbers and I see what age rank, and some other brothers, and they went and they said they seen the same thing. They said, Mike, I'm seeing the same thing, like from mid-30s all the way up close to 70. This is how we looking at this. Who was that brother? He was talking about it too. What's his name? Hey, what's that brother name? Oh, I forgot his name. He did the same thing. Matter of fact, he didn't want to kind of put me up on it. I was looking at one of his videos. And so I went and I said, man, that is a point. And I'm looking at this is the reason I'm saying, no. The Most High woke these people up from this particular age up to this. Why? And you're seeing a great deal of zeal from these brothers and sisters. You're seeing them speak as to who they are. They peering into the Bible. They looking at these scriptures. They understanding the laws. And we want those laws. Israel ain't never been in this position before. Never. But we're that one that come out of this 400-year track. And we want these. We want this. We want the laws. We want to understand the laws. We're not even trying to deviate. We trying our best to come together as a nation of people. We get frustrated when people don't listen to us. We get frustrated because we know who we are and the strength that comes with knowing who we are. There's a strength that's going to come with it. There's a devoutness that we maintain. That's what we do. You're right, Sister Cynthia. Starting today. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna say this in closing. Brothers, if any of you brothers out there they can make room for it, make room for it. For to be on Sister E's program at 4:30 Sunday. Yes, we need brothers. Who was that? Brother Rick Fletcher. I forgot. I don't even know what day he has his prayer meeting on. Even for a brother to pray, a brother, and I'm talking about brothers, there's a strength that comes from that. There's a confidence that sisters get when they see more brothers. There's a fear that the world entertains when you have more brothers praying more than the sisters. And I'm trying, and brothers, when I say this, when you have more brothers coming up and praying, brothers, I mean, what? Your prayers ain't got to be extravagant. They don't. You get them there to say, praise Yah. Consider it glory going to the Most High. And see, this is what they got to. They got into us. They ripped into our confidence. Yes, they did. This is what the world did. It's time for you to get your confidence back, brothers. You have the power to get it back. All you got to do is speak it. That's all you have to do is speak it, brothers. Speak your power and it will come to you. If you feel you are strong amongst one another, I ain't got to, sisters, brothers, I do not have to prove my strength to another brother. I don't. But it seems that our brothers, some of our brothers, get weak when it comes to the nations outside of our own people. We feel that we are the strongest people within ourselves. We get violent with ourselves. No. You need to redirect that nonsense. You need to redirect that nonsense. And you need to give it out back to the world to which it came. You need to redirect that to the world. Give it back to return to sender. That's what we need to do. Brothers, you're not weak. You're not weak. And the more you continue to tell yourself this, the stronger we want to become. You can speak. You can do what you want to do. When they came in and they told you amount to nothing, man, let that nonsense ride into the sunset. That's what we need to do. We need to maintain this, brothers. And if you, please, brothers, come to the meeting, the Goshen Project, and to Brother Rick's Fletcher. I don't know. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Is that Brother Rick's channel? Oh, it's on Wednesdays at 7. Okay. All right. I didn't see that, Sister Kathy. Brother Rick Fletcher, yes. Brothers, and truthfully, let's do this here. For all of you brothers that's on this live, if we can make it our aim this coming Wednesday, and this is not, listen to me, brother, this is not nothing against the sisters. I'm sorry. This is not nothing against the sisters. But let's show our sisters who we are, how we stand, how we move, and how we glorify the Most High. Let's show up, brothers. You don't have to stay on it. You don't have to stay on there. Just show up and let's hop on there and let's let us up. Let's just hop into the prayers. They don't have to be extreme. They don't have to be, brothers. They don't have to be long at all. Your prayer is what's in your heart. If it's short and brief and to the point, you're still doing what the Most High asking you to do. Give Him glory. Recognize Him. That's it, brothers. Please, sister, 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 Kathy. What's Brother Rick's channel? Do you have his name so I can post it real quick of his channel? Because, brothers, I'm telling you, if we can manage one day with brothers standing up and praying, oh man, please, good night. Do you understand the strength? But right now, there's not a lot of brothers standing up right now. I'm not, and I'm not knocking you brothers down. I'm not. We just I ain't gonna say we just we try to make it an aim, brothers. Just let's try to make it our aim that you well, all right, you don't know, all right, then I got you. Shoot, my thing is type in, what did I do? I typed in Pastor Rick Fletcher, I think, on YouTube, and then he it popped up. But I don't know the name of his channel, but I mean I typed in his name and it came up. But brothers, let's try to make it our aim to do just that. And when you do that just at one time, and you have these brothers and sisters that hey, they have a prayer time. Hey, brothers, let's just start making it a practice. Pop in, say a prayer. And if you got to be about your business, you be about your business. But the fact that you took out time, and 5 minutes, 5 minutes of your time to encourage a brother or sister, you'd be surprised, brothers and sisters, how you can encourage one another. You can in your prayer, you may be saying some things that one person can you can be talking about a sickness. And you brothers, you don't have the foggiest idea how you may be encouraging another brother or sister across the world for what you're praying about and how you may be feeling. Somebody can be feeling the same way. But the fact that you pray, you encouraging that person. That's what the Most High wants out of us. That's that power that's within us. That's it. Brothers, keep your head on the swivel. Walk on water. You're going to hear me talking about walking on water because we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to walk on water one day. We're going to have to walk on water. Period. If you think walking on water is a joke, I wouldn't be. I mean, this is just me, brothers. I don't think I'd be nursing that type of unfaithfulness. We will eventually have to walk on water. Put it into your heart. Put it into your mind. I'm going to walk on water. I'm going to walk on water. It's going to be a process, brothers. It's going to be a process. Yahushua already proved that you can do it. Paul, boom, called out to him, was walking on water. But at the same time, Paul got distracted while he was walking on water. So when we walk on water, brothers, beware of the distractions. That's the thing. What did you say? I tell you, sister, whose channel is that on, sister, Zenobia? Mm, is that Sunday? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the conversation was about. Oh, you talking about? If you talking about Sister E's thing? Yes, that's Sunday, but at 4:30. There's a link. I got to get the link. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. You're talking about something totally different. I'm sorry about that, sister. But brothers and sisters, like I said, walk on water. Keep your head on a swivel. Pray for your brothers and sisters when out and about, and pray that the Most High continue to watch over brothers and sisters that are taking a lead. Pray for the brothers and sisters that are taking a lead and doing things for the greater good of our people and for the glorification of the Most High Yah. Pray for those brothers. Trust and believe. The devil knows exactly who those chosen ones are, and he's bringing down some persecution upon these brothers and sisters, and they need your prayers. Need them. I'm serious. They're the one that's working in like what you may say behind the scene. Those are the brothers and sisters that's doing it. You don't know them. You never met them, but they're working in behalf of the glorification of the Most High. They need our prayers. They need the strength, and let's pray for them. And on that note, I would say, shalom. Your brother and sister, be safe out there.